Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Alex and this is TechFlow. We've been invited down to Thurlby Motors to look at an electric car, the Nissan Leaf. We've done that video, but this car caught my eye. They've managed to give me the keys for it and the technology inside it is insane. So we wanted to bring you another production. Let's check out the tech inside this. So before we get in the vehicle, there's actually some technology that I want to show you guys on the outside. I'm absolutely fascinated by this new car technology. So if we come down here and take a look at the actual lights, these are dynamic lights and they're called the Lux. And pretty much the best way I can explain this is say it's a night and you've got your headlights on, right? The car can monitor the road. It knows if there's pedestrians or another car coming in the opposite direction, and it will actually turn off an individual LED in the headlight so it's not blinding the car or pedestrian in the opposite direction coming towards you. And it maintains the visibility on the road, and it can also do stuff like it knows if you're on a country road and it will throw the light really far, and it knows if you're in a built-up suburban area and it will make the light bend round the corners. Not quite sure how it does that, but that's what it says in the brochure, and they look pretty goddamn sexy. So they're trusting me with the keys of this car, and the keys have actually got awesome technology in them as well. So I've got the keys in my hand. Usually you'd walk up and you'd unlock your car by pressing the button. Instead what we can do is keep the keys in our pocket, walk up to the car can sense the keys are close, and all we've got to do, the door's locked, all we've got to do is press this back button here, it knows the keys in my pocket, and we're in. Inside the car, let's talk technology. We've got a massive touchscreen interface here, which has got a really high DPI screen on it, and it's actually really nice. I really want to peel this off, man. We've even got a little screen on the dash as well in the middle, but obviously we've got keyless entry, as I've already mentioned, so I've still got the keys in my pocket. I've put my seat forward with the electronic seats right here. More on the seats in a little bit, because these seats can actually massage you while you're driving. Gonna put my foot on the clutch, press the start, and there we go, we're on. So we've got this gorgeous touch interface here, and it's one of the best ones that I've ever seen on a car. Usually screens in a car have got a really low DPI. This is actually fairly acceptable. It's looking like a 720p screen we've got here, which is really cool. It's fully touch interface. We've got our controls here. Let's go on media. Let's pair a device. It's going to pair my phone via Bluetooth here to the car. It's found it straight away, Vauxhall Astra. We're going to click pair. Pairing with my device, yes. Pairing successful. That was the most simple Bluetooth pairing I've ever done in my life. Right, let's load up Spotify, see what the sound system's like in here. It's not bad at all. We've got full media control here as well, so we can skip tracks and fade tracks, and we can actually browse music. This is insane. Now, the seats that we're sat in, the front two anyway, can physically massage you. They're massage chairs. So as well as them being heated, by pressing this button you can have heated seats. The rear seats are also heated. You can click this button right here and it will turn on the seat massagers, which is absolutely awesome. You can also adjust the lumbar support, so the actual support in the seat, it's all electronic, and you have your controls for the front two seats at the side of each seat, so it's all electronic. I can mess around with this thing for hours. Climate control looking fairly snazzy. Like, this looks really nice. Like, this is nice. I just love attention to detail. This is gorgeous. Right, let's belt up. And while we're belting up, that gives me the perfect opportunity to talk about safety. So everyone loves to be safe while they're driving, and everyone loves technology. And Wi-Fi. Who doesn't like Wi-Fi? Let's combine all of that together and put it inside a car. This up here is the OnStar system. And you've actually got 3 buttons, and I'm going to talk you guys through each one of these buttons and what they do when you press them. So if you purchase an Astra, it will give you the opportunity to set up an OnStar account. Now, unfortunately, this car doesn't have the account set up because it hasn't been purchased yet. It's still in the retail store, as you can see. But pretty much this button here turns on the Wi-Fi. Yes, this car has inbuilt Wi-Fi that can connect up to 7 devices. So if you've got your kids in the back, or you got Spotify, I love Spotify myself, and you want to stream some music, it will use the external antennas in the car to pick up a really powerful, really strong data signal, give you the Wi-Fi straight to your phone so you can stream your music, whatever you're doing. Kids can stream films in the back. That's wicked. Moving on to the second button, this is the OnStar button. So when you click this, it will actually set you through and call an OnStar representative. Now they can do many things from the call center when you're contacting them. So say if you are driving and you don't know where you're going, you're a little bit lost, you can say, can you give me directions to the, let's say, the nearest petrol station? And they will say, yeah, sure, there's a petrol station 2 miles away, I'll send the data down to the sat-nav. So without you taking your hands off the wheel, they have sent the data to the sat-nav and they've programmed it all, so the car will tell you where to go. They can do it all remotely, so you can focus on the road while they put the data in the sat-nav for you. Fairly insane. And also, the OnStar system has a safety mechanism. So if the airbags go off, if the OnStar system detects that the airbags go off in the vehicle, it will actually send the current location of the car to OnStar, and they will send an ambulance or the emergency services out to your current location. If you're passed out in the side of the road or whatever and you can't ring the emergency services, they've got your back. Now there is a button, a privacy button, so you can turn all of these features off. However, if an airbag does get deployed, the safety features are overridden and your location will still be sent to the emergency services, which is great for peace of mind. So when you purchase this car, what you do is you let them know what phone you've got, and they will install the accessory kit for that phone, whether it be a Samsung or an iPhone or an LG. I'm going to use an iPhone for this example, and with Apple devices you get Apple CarPlay. So what you do is you'll be able to dock your phone in the Apple dock if you request it, and it will give you the full Apple CarPlay experience up on the dashboard, which is insane. You can get your Google Maps, your contacts, all with the great Apple ecosystem that everyone's used to. Right, it's got lane avoidance warnings here. You can turn off your traction control, you can turn off your parking sensors. Let's just take this thing for a drive and see how it performs out on the road. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there's also here a heads-up display. So as I'm driving, it's going to let me know on the windscreen how fast I'm going, and it also has automatic braking. So if you'll take your eyes off the road for a second and there's a car approaching at some red lights and it knows that you've taken your eyes off the road, the car will automatically brake itself and probably stop you from crashing. It's full of technology. That's what I wanted to show you guys. So as you can see, I'm trying to drive out of here right now, and I'm quite close to this wall, and it's telling me exactly what I'm about to hit, telling me how far away I am. It's got a model of the car there, so if I just move out the way of that, there you go. Now it's turned it off. Again, massive thanks to Philby Motors for letting us test out these cars, because the technology in them is just insane. I never realised that this was you know, in the market. This is insane. So this is actually the highest caliber car I have personally ever driven. I own a Mini 1D at the moment, which obviously isn't that much of a powerful car compared to this thing. And if I put my foot down in this, it really does take off. So you've got obviously all of your controls on the steering wheel. You can do things like answer the phone calls, activate your personal assistant like Siri, do your volume, and obviously if you've got the OnStar enabled, there's no point in using that. You may as well just call the OnStar people and tell them your destination, and they can put it all in the sat-nav for you remotely. So let's test out the boot space with the typical TechFlow test. The 9-bot, does it fit? Does the 9-bot fit the boot? Oh, look at that. Perfect. So this is the brand new Vauxhall Astra. They've done some absolutely incredible stuff with this car, like bending the exterior of the car to reduce weight, but keep it still as firm and as thick and as stable as it was before. It's actually won What Car 2016. They gave it 5 stars in the class, which is absolutely insane. Technology inside this car, as you guys have seen, we've been through most of it, all of it off the top of my head. Just incredible technology for a car. Mine's been Alex, this has been TechFlow, and we'll catch you in the next one.